everybody, and thank you for joining me for Living Imperfectly Perfect. As always, I am so glad you're here with me. Today, we're talking about something that I think is really exciting, and that is the power of visualization. So, we've been talking about setting a vision for our life. If you didn't see those episodes, go back and watch them. And we're talking about how to walk in that vision, how to walk in your path to your abundant life or on your path to your abundant life. Last week, we talked about the power of your words, and we talked about doing affirmations every morning. What you speak is what you get. This week, we're going to talk about, again, the power of visualizations. And both of these techniques I have used in my own life, and they work so beautifully that I want to share them with you. So, visualization is seeing what you would like to have accomplished as if it has already been done. So, I want to tell you my story of visualizations. I love visualizations because I think they work so well. So, when I was young and lifting weights in the gym every day, I am a strong girl, just naturally, even though I'm small. But when I was young, like in my 20s, I could, and now keep in mind, I'm less than 5'2", always have been. I'm strong, small boned, but I could bench 205. And the college boys would always come in and I would outbench them. And I'm sure they hated that. But the truth is, I used visualizations to help me achieve that goal of 205, which was it almost double, not quite double my body weight. So I want to help you with visualizations today because they are so effective. Now, why do they work? One of the reasons that it works, we've talked about before in past episodes, and that is your brain does not distinguish between what is real and what it imagines. If you feed your brain something, guess what, y'all? This is both good and bad. Your brain's going to believe it. So even when you feed it something that's imagination, because visualizations are imaginations, they're kind of like faith. Faith is seeing things as if they have happened before they really happen. And visualizations are the same thing. It's seeing yourself in the position that you want to be before you get there. It's seeing yourself with the money that you want to have before you get it. It's seeing yourself doing that heavy weight before you do it. It's seeing yourself making that free throw before you're actually good at 3 free throws. So visualization is a powerful tool because your brain doesn't distinguish between what's real and imagined. And when you visualize, your brain activates many of the same neural pathways as when you physically perform the activity. So your brain believes that you can do it if you put that picture into your mind. So athletes, it's been proven for years, athletes who mentally rehearse whatever skill it is that they need, achieve that skill much faster. Let me tell you my golf story now, mostly because I want to brag. So this part is not bragging. I'm a horrible golfer, like really horrible, so bad I don't keep score, even though I've tried golfing for years. We haven't played lately, but I'm still horrible. But one day I was on the course and I had hit the ball down to a water place. And then I had to get it over the water and up a hill for it to get into the hole. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to visualize. So I was on the other side of the water and I started visualizing, and it was a long distance, y'all. I don't know how long, several football fields, I would say, away. And I started visualizing about the ball dropping into the hole. Now, keep in mind, I'm a horrible golfer, and if you ever see me play, I promise you'll agree. But I visualized that, and that ball dropped right into that hole. It was the craziest thing because sometimes I can't even get the ball over the water. But that's the power of visualization. So you ask, why don't I visualize every time? Well, sometimes I just like to hit the ball because it's fun and run after it because it's nice outside. But I should start visualizing, shouldn't I? The other reason that visualization works is because it strengthens those synaptic connections. We've talked about the wiring in your brain and how things kind of fire in the same pattern. And just as practicing a skill builds muscle memory, mentally rehearsing something builds neural memory. I have heard of people who just visualize things and they have almost the same abilities and skill sets as those who practice it regularly. It's really crazy how this visualization works. So, we've talked in past episodes about the importance of having a vision. If you didn't see that episode, you need to go back and watch it. We know that the Bible tells us that without a vision, the people perish. So science also tells us that without a direction, then your life kind of, I don't want to say goes in chaos, but it goes in perhaps the direction that you don't want it to. You've got to have a vision that's before you. And we talked about crafting a vision narrative or a vision board. Next week, we'll talk about, or the week after, we'll talk about creating goals to get you towards your vision. But visualization is one tool that you can use on your path toward crafting, turning that vision into a reality in your life. I'm going to give you some easy techniques for creating a visualization, for making visualization or visualizing work for you and work in your life. So, think about your vision and think about what you would like to see accomplished. Number one, for visualizing, you have to set the scene in your mind. So the way you do that is you find a quiet place. Like for me, it was on that bench, but you could do that maybe in a chair in your living room. Close your eyes and breathe, get relaxed, breathe from your belly, and then see the scene before you. Then the second thing is be specific. What are you visualizing for? Go back to your vision and think about what it is that you want to walk in your abundant life. And then pull whatever it is forward and see yourself in that picture. Then number 3, engage your senses. When I counsel or I life coach, one of the things that I teach is how to get into your happy place. Maybe I'll teach that to y'all one day. And we talk about making sure that you can see yourself in that happy place with all your 5 senses. So this is the same idea. You have to see yourself in your vision with all of your 5 senses. So the way that I have people remember it is like this. Okay, so what do you see in that vision? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you hear? And what can you touch in that vision? So in other words, what do you see yourself doing? What do you smell as maybe you're the CEO and you're smelling popcorn because they're popping it in the other room. Or what do you taste? Maybe you've got water that you sip as you're giving your speech. What do you hear? Maybe you can hear the murmur of the people in the audience. What do you touch? Maybe your feet are standing on a platform and you're touching the podium. So you see yourself as much as possible in the scene that you want to create. And those, my friends, are the steps for visualization. Thank you for joining me. My time's out, but if you haven't followed me yet, make sure you follow me. And if you have a friend who needs this information, make sure you suggest they follow too. As always, I'm for you, I'm with you, and I love you.